What's going on, everyone? It's the People's Envoy Updog here with you, and we got a Crucible Season 9 Week 4 recap for you. Top 5 matches for Week 4 for me. So let's get into the first one here. We have Illuminati in Room 4, going into a Mercs for Money, Black Knight, Nightcrawler. Just pile all those strong plug-and-play characters in the same room. Might as well. We're going to need the newest, latest and greatest Illuminati team. So let's go see how they do. Alright, so we're looking at the Black Knight there, and he is 1 diamond. I've seen worse, but still not fun. Still not a fun time. So we do strip the charges off of him with that Shuri special. Hank special you almost always want to do on his first turn, because he gives out the safeguard. Even if you're in a room that he can use his ult first, you want to do this. I think you want to do the special first. Then I was trying to decide, do I do the special with Captain Britain or the ult? Both of them do a stun if you have the right ability levels. I think one of them is an awakened ability, maybe. I think maybe it's the special is awakened. He'll always stun. I can't remember exactly, but the main thing to remember for between the ult and the special is the special will chain around and do a lot more damage, and the ult is only like I don't know, it's either a single or adjacent target or something. So you get more damage out of the special. So I prefer to do the special first if you have characters you can chain to. Sometimes if you have a big enough Captain Britain, he can just go nuts and kill the character right behind a pre-taunt or whoever you're trying to stun. So if you can chain, then definitely do the special. If you can't, just do the ult would be my suggestion. Either way, he puts up a taunt after he does his ability, so you're safe there. The rest of your team is safe there. So then we go ahead and special with Black Bolt into Old Man Logan, and we take out the Black Knight and Old Man Logan, so we're looking pretty good here. Just got to worry about that. Well, Panda Pool's taunting, so that's always annoying. But I got to worry about that Nightcrawler still. He can be a problem. But Panda Pool's not taunting anymore, so we just stun the Nightcrawler, and then we're good to go. Just a basic cleanup from here. And there we go. Nightcrawler, he had 1 bleed and he just fell over for some reason. So I don't know what happened there, but hey, I'll take it. So next up is going to be Black Knight Spider Society. Pretty common team out there for this season. Decided to go with Apoc SD just because I had a little spare Apoc lying around I could use. So let's go see how we handle this one. Alright, so Miss Marvel with her ult will take that taunt off of Black Knight. Didn't take the immunity, so we're going to go ahead and stun the POV here. Make sure he doesn't give us any, or give their team any speed up. Then I decided to go ahead and special on Peter. Black Knight's really not liking us, hitting everybody. Go ahead and special on the POV to blind Ghost Spider and Penny. Then Apoc takes a turn. Doesn't clear the immunity, so that's unfortunate. Can't stun him, but hey, we still killed him. Miss Marvel getting knocked around, well, kind of. If they weren't blind, she would have been. But yeah, after that we take out Penny, and Pov's dead now, so once that Peter gets out of stealth, we can just take care of him, and that's the end. What was amazing, though, was this Peter does last quite a while. We'll see here. We do an ult with Photon. I just threw it on auto because I'm like, alright, it's going to be over in like a couple turns, right? Nope. He keeps coming back. Heals up all the way. Full health. So that is just a product of being in room 5, I think, is what's draining this efficiency. At this point, I was like, okay, he should have been dead by now. How big is this Peter? Is he 3 diamonds? No, he's only 6 red. So, pretty insane. But finally take him out. There you have it. So, Just watch out, room 5. Kind of tricky, just because they get that extra health. Alright, so next up is a Superior 6 with Northstar into an Xtreme Dorm. And if you saw my week 3 recap, we used a similar team with Northstar. And I really liked it, so I'm like, alright, well this shouldn't be too bad, right? So let's go take a look here. This is room 2, so I probably should have ulted with Vulture. That might have been my misplay here. Just so he could get some assists and everything. But I didn't think it would matter too much. We could go ahead and decide to special on the Forge, so that he can't do his things that he does that I hate. This team, I just hate this team. I always struggle against it. I don't know what it is. Now Gambit's doing his ult, causing havoc. I was like, okay, well, if Northstar can just take a turn, but nope. Gambit had to kill him. Usually it's my Vulture. I even have a level 100 Gear 18 Northstar, so I didn't think it'd be a problem, but it's something about this team that just always gets me. So I think if my Northstar would have survived, I would have been just fine, but he didn't, and now we have to go through the revives, and the Gambit's stealth, so he's just doing crazy damage, and we can't get to him. It's just a hot mess, as you can tell. And there goes Nightcrawler with the ult, and it's basically over from there. So don't even have a chance to permakill anyone with the Craven ult, because they've got evades and barrier and way too much health. More health than they should have at this point in the match. So yeah, would have been clutch if Northstar would have won. I think this counter would work if the Northstar didn't get focused down. Because if you saw, Gambit was pinging Vulture at first, but then Northstar got hit. And then his health dropped lower, and that's when Gambit started pinging him away, so I did end up losing this match, like I pretty much alluded to. I really think this counter will work if you can get Northstar to take his ult. That's all he needs to do, is take his ult. That's all he needs to do. So yeah, something to keep in mind if you happen to be facing this. Alright, so next up is going to be a Mercs for Money team in room 2 with Quicksilver, Zuggs, Dawkins, Silver Surfer. So it was room 2, so I'm like, alright, well, I'll try a Vulture in room 2. See if we can get some assists from him and take this out easy. Problem is that I didn't use his ult on turn 1. So we didn't get the slow, so we didn't get any assisting going on there. So I did do the special just to clear that taunt off there, so I could get to the old man Logan. And we smash him with the Red Hulk special. Then we go into him with the Apoc ult, and I was trying to kill the Quicksilver as well. Trying to get a little bit greedy, but we go ahead and kill the old man Logan. And Quicksilver does his thing. He just completely wrecks. Well, with the assists, I guess, too. Red Hulk just completely gets wrecked. Weaver's about to get wrecked here. And then it's not looking so great. Like, oh my gosh. Am I going to be able to handle this? Trying to focus that Quicksilver just because we don't want him getting too out of control. We've already used some ult, so we don't want him to ult onto us. So we stun him. And then we have that Silver Surfer out there looming. Like, oh boy. He's going to pop here. So we need to control him. Luckily we kill the Dawkins. And Apoc has immunity, so he doesn't get those debuffs from Silver Surfer. Quicksilver going to town on my Apoc. Because Silver Surfer had the defense down and the vulnerable, I wanted to go after him. And then luckily killed the Quicksilver. It was just down to the Scarlet Witch. But man, that was a close one. Whew. It worked, but I could have played it a little better. You always got to remember, Vulture ult if he's in room 2. Don't special. Alright, so next matchup is going to be Superior 6 into Black Knight Spider Society again. And because I used a Vulture in the previous match, I didn't have him available. I usually like to bring him against Spider Societies if I can. Especially with a Black Knight, we can try and strip that taunt. But I had to go with the full team, and actually this went pretty well. So let's go take a look. So start off with the ult on Lizard, of course. Taking all those buffs away from the Spider Society. That's always a good plan. Then Gabi with the ult flips that taunt on Black Knight. Puts a disrupt on him, which is great. Now, I think I might have misplayed this a little bit as well. Probably should have specialed onto Black Knight with Kraven, because then he gets some charges and starts to become a problem. So, forego the... Gotta get... Basically, it's pick your poison. You want to have Pob give speed up to everyone, or do you want to control that Black Knight some more? But it didn't matter too much on this one. Took out that Black Knight fairly quickly. Lizard's really hurting, but other than that, not too bad. So we take out the Peter with the Goblin Special. And just gotta finish. Always seems like Gwen's the last one standing. She's always dodging and it's crazy. I don't know how she can dodge like that. My Gwen never does, but hopefully those were insightful for you. That's the top 5 for week 4. And until next time, make sure you spend those resources wisely, and we will see you around.